Errol Spence says he wants his fight with Terence Crawford to be an all-time classic. Is that facts or the great fight hype? What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, Errol the Truth Spence Jr. recently gave an interview and he spoke about the upcoming fight with Terence Bud. He said that he wants this fight to become an all-time classic. And I want to give my 2 cents and kind of talk about what it would take for that to actually happen. What it's going to take for him to actually have an all-time classic with Terence Bud Crawford.
It's that marinated bud that you hit one puff, you might be seeing stars like how high. Just know.
Let me ask you this.
Wait, we don't do that.
Alright, y'all. So what's it going to take for this to be an all-time classic? What do both of these fighters have to bring to the ring? What do they have to achieve in the ring? And how do fans have to react to it for it to be an all-time classic?
I know what I can do. This arm used to lift steel and iron, cast iron bricks. I lift a Ford and change my tire. This is an arm here. You lousy.
To be honest with you, the only way I think this becomes an all-time classic or it comes close to doing the Maypac numbers is if both of these guys score a knockdown. If both of these guys score a knockdown in the fight, then you can 100% guarantee it's going to be an all-time classic. People are going to rewatch the fight. People are going to want to order, the pay-per-view right after the fight just so they can watch it before it hits TV. It's going to be a lot of fanfare if people get word as soon as that happens. A lot of people are probably going to stream it. So, once they stream it and see that it's a classic, then that'll set up for them to rewatch the fight. Perhaps they pay for the pay-per-view instantly. Perhaps they buy cable to watch it on cable, the replay on cable or whatever. But I think it's going to take for both of these guys to score a knockdown for that to happen. Or for one of these guys at least to score multiple knockdowns to prove that this fight is a classic. They're going to have to live up to Maypac status. They're going to have to live up to Ali status, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson status, Ray Leonard, all these names, all these classic names in the sport of boxing. This is what these two guys are striving for and shooting for within this fight. Now, are we going to get that classic fight, the first fight? Nobody knows. The big thing in this fight is, will there be a rematch? Is there actually going to be a rematch for this fight? Somebody's going to lose their oath. Somebody's going to lose in this fight. And both guys have signed off for the other guy to be able to activate a rematch if he loses. So the thing is, if Terence Crawford loses, does he really want to activate a rematch, or is he setting himself up to leave the sport of boxing for retirement, basically?
Look, my bank account, I got $300.
Call to the question now. Where'd he get this?
I love it.
This could hurt.
Or is he truly, looking to square off twice with Errol Spence Jr.? Is he truly looking to move up to 154 pounds? I think that's the real question because if he does win, is he going to immediately move up, take that Charlo fight, try to make some more big money, and then come back down to give Spence his rematch? We don't know. If the same thing kind of goes with Errol Spence. If he wins, is he immediately going to leave, go try to fight Canelo, and then come back down and wait, and then give Terence Crawford his rematch if he so chooses to? We don't know. Only time's going to tell. But the one thing about that is, if he does do that, if either guy chooses to go the route of, I'm going to move up and wait and then come back down, then they have the ability to say, well, I was weight drained, well, I moved up too quickly and then came back down, and that's why I lost, because of the weight problem.
I know you ain't bring me no swine, did you?
No. Miss Baker told me to bring you a plate.
Now, when it comes to what do these guys have to bring to the ring, You know, when it comes to Errol Spence, I think he just needs to do more of the same. You know, he's been dominating fighters that a lot of people think he shouldn't have dominated, like Ugas, like Danny Garcia, with just sticking to his style. You know, it's really slow. It's really based off the jab, but it works for him. So as long as he sticks to what he knows best and he brings maybe one or two new slight adjustments to the ring, I think he doesn't have to do much to win the fight. The same thing goes for Terence Crawford, but I think Terence Crawford's going to have to show a new gear. He's never been in the ring with a guy the caliber of Errol Spence Jr., so he's definitely going to have to show that he belongs in this category of fighter, that, you know, he deserves to be called an all-time classic, an all-time great if he does win the fight. If he pulls it off, I think it's going to be because of his foot speed and his angles, not so much his power. I think his foot speed, his angles will carry him through the fight if he can do it all night long. If he can do it Vasil Lomachenko style. I think if he tries to go punch for punch with Errol Spence Jr., he's in for a long night. And I think if Errol Spence tries to switch his style up a little too much, like try to go with a super speed, I'm a be the quicker guy in this fight type of fight, then he's going to gas himself out and not be able to go all 12 rounds with Bud.
Nigga, I thought you said you was crippled.
Now, will they need to go all 12 rounds? You know, I think if it ends quick, if it's a quick fight, if one guy really dominates the fight, if one guy knocks the other guy out, and, you know, within 5 or 6 rounds, then of course it's going to be deemed a classic on that guy on the winner's accord. You know, it's always going to be a classic if you can knock your opponent out. But as far as for both guys, I think if it makes it to the 12 rounds and, you know, we got that, you know, really historical type of fight, like a lot of punches thrown, you know, both guys hit the canvas, you know, not a lot of tie-ups, not a lot of stops because of the referee. You know, just straight boxing for 12 rounds, and we just happen to get, you know, some type of split decision, then I think it would be deemed a classic. There's going to be a rematch. Both guys will be in to make a lot of money off that rematch. Whoever wins a 12-round split decision, I think that it's not going to be so much that you say that he's way more dominant than whoever lost. I think it's going to be more that that guy just had a great performance and was able to score the victory. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Will this turn out to be a classic, or will it be the great fight hype of the new generation of boxing? Hit that like button for me. Share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tube, so holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, feature a product or your channel on my channel, hit my Gmail. It is aflackofcards@gmail.com. And we are mine.
Yo, I pull up in a throwback car, gray 7-8 with the top that's hard. I'm finna plane it back, send it on black tires. Fuck a backseat, it got its own backyard. Niggas act hard, try to put a Mac card. Stunt in front of they dame, they playing back far. Cause they get their ass kicked in front of they chick. And the niggas that they was with dip. Ain't that a bitch? Young keys flow under the weather. Come through something real big under the leather. Lil' mama, get your mind out the gutter. I'm talking about that 9, motherfucker. I grind like a hustler. CDs, tapes, the weed, whatever the case may be. I chase that cheese and never ever face defeat. Now watch how I say stampede. Here we go. Niggas know what's up. Sick flow, sick beats, finna blow us up. Thick hoes, thick freaks, finna blow us up. Hit drone, hit sweets, niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My dick is down.
Niggas know what's up. Niggas know what's up. I pull up with a throwback dime. She say she's 25, she at least 29. But man, them hips on her, lips on her, finna let it rip on her, flip on her, then dip on her. This This is for them classy chicks, them undercover nasty chicks, them trashy chicks. Ain't scared to flash me quick. Oh, look at that ass, she thick. I can't let you pass me, miss. Off the chain, young keys spitting hot flows off the brain. Holla at me when you're ready to get off the lanes and on some real shit. I'm the one you deal with, feel me? Run game like Diddy in the marathon. Get shitty, drop 50 on the marijuana. Either give me 4 ducks or a pair of swans. Young keys, S and I Don. Niggas know what's up. Sick flow, sick beats, finna blow what's up. Thick cold, thick freaks, finna blow what's up. Hit drone, hit sweets, niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know what's up.
My dick is down.
Niggas know what's up.
Can't hold me down.
Niggas know